Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at some of these transactions that have come in since the last time we spoke, and basically just getting ready for the next paycheck of this month. So as always, we're going to go into the accounts first. This Zelle really quickly, because I'm still just uncomfy. Is that still a word that we all say? I don't know. My sister decided to gift me $500 for the surgeries, the dental surgeries. I was talking to her about them, and then she said that she'll give me some money, and I didn't want her to because I would rather them keep their money, for the things that they need. She's in school currently. But she does have extra. She does work as well. And yeah, she gave me 500. So I've already transferred that to my HSA because I don't want to mistakenly use that money for anything else. And you can't use funds in the HSA for anything other than medical. So it's already gone from my checking account into my health savings account. But yes, she got a really big hug. And so, yeah. This was the last transfer that was done to the high yield credit card payment. Finally, this was the Allstate. I am gonna put it to the end of February because this was the February payment, just so that it reflects on the February reports. But that was the car insurance that finally came in. This Zelle is reimbursement, and then there's the transfer to the health savings. So this would actually be a transfer. Oh, but it is a tracking, so yeah, that's why it's gonna take from here, from the dental surgeries category. Okay. And 2496 is correct. So I'm gonna reconcile that. Okay, checking number 2. This is for the car payment. So that looks good. This was the $20 that was transferred. And that's correct. 290. And then the credit cards here. A lot of grocery trips. So many things I just kept forgetting. I don't know where my mind was this month, or has been this month, but yeah, it's a lot of going to in different grocery stores too. But anyway, so for the freedom here, this NVIDIA never came in, never cleared. I've not seen it anywhere. So this is definitely probably something that I'm going to go ahead and remove. Let's see. I don't see it anywhere at all in my actual account. So that means that for the monthly fees, we were actually under, like we have been supposed to be this entire time, because DoorDash was supposed to be gone for a long time already. So far, so good. Nothing has come in for DoorDash. All right. Let's go ahead and clear some of these here, making sure they are correct. All right, this one is gas. Improve those. Google One, I still haven't gotten rid of because I am still working through getting everything out. I want to make sure that I'm not going to lose any important documents that I might have saved there or anything like that. It is tax season. I started doing taxes on my phone, on my tablet before I got the computer back. So there's probably a couple of things that I downloaded there. And I just want to make sure that I do have them all safe before I get rid of that and cut down my storage. Grocery store, Chewy, Joann's. Okay, let's talk about Joann's real quickly. Joann's is going out of business. So my sister and I were out and about. This is a different sister. We were out and about last weekend, and I said, hey, let's go to Joann's real quickly. I want to see what they have in the yarn section because I have hobbies that I forgot to put into the budget. Mostly because I'm holding back on spending too much at once. I've been learning to crochet. I haven't gotten really far, but I've just been learning the basics and things like that. And it's really fun and it's really calming. So I really enjoy it. And I also like painting my nails. Now, with my nails, I have a decent amount of nail polish. So that is another one of my hobbies, to collect nail polish, but I have held back and I haven't purchased in quite a few months, well into last year at some point. I kind of stopped purchasing. But Joann's is going out of business. So I was like, let me see how much the yarn is, if they have anything, a good sale, good colors. And believe it or not, they had a good amount still. Obviously, for a couple of the colors, they didn't have much. They maybe had one left, one little ball of yarn left, but I got a couple of things and I'm very pleased with what I got. And with two of the big skeins that I got, I'm hoping to make myself like a sweater or something. That's going to be a pretty big project. That's going to be one of my first big ones. So that's going to take me a while. So I'm not planning on spending much more on that, at least not for the foreseeable future. Though I did tell my sisters that if they want to get me a little ball of yarn here and there, they can. So yes. And I should definitely put it in there. Just because I know, even though I don't plan on spending as much as I would have been a couple of years ago, every so often, if I want to get myself something for one of my hobbies, whether that be gaming, nail polish, crocheting, as I continue to learn, I want to make sure that it's in there, that it's front and center, and I have the ability to go ahead and do that. But as far as buying any additional at any given point anytime soon, I don't really need to. I have practice yarn that's not the best quality, but it's good for practice. So that's what I use. And then this ones that I bought will be for bigger projects, actual projects that will come from start to finish, which I already did one. I finished a headband for my sister because she saw a video where the lady was doing a headband and it's really pretty. It's like a two-tone yarn, so I didn't have to like add in like additional colors and change the yarn out or anything. It just did that on its own, so it was a little bit easier. But yes, so hobbies, crocheting, learning, spend money. There we go. My cat got his food. This 54.54. That is not wellness. What is that? Oh, yes. So that would actually be a split into a couple of different categories. So the first one's going to be tech, because I did go ahead and get myself some speakers for my computer because I didn't have any. And even though the monitor itself, it does have speakers, it's very metallic sounding. It just doesn't sound great at all. but I didn't spend that much on them. They were about 30 bucks or so. Let me just make sure. Yeah, so they were $34.99. I got the Pebble V3 minimalistic, so no crazy RGB or anything like that. They're very nice. I like them. They sound really great. Everything else is actually going in the Stray Kids category. So 1955, I got myself a mini um, rechargeable fan just in case I get hot in the concert venue. And I got myself a clear bag because the stadium that I'm going to only allows clear bags. So only $20. Not bad. I'm hoping I could get myself like a shirt in time for the concert, but I'll see how that goes. Okay. I did get food delivery, and I know I don't have that set aside right now. It'll get cleared with a second paycheck, so I'm gonna leave it pending for right now on the budget. More grocery. Yes, more grocery. I kept forgetting things and I kept having to go back. Let's see. Let me first reconcile this here because that's all good. Instacart is another groceries, but that goes into the first portion, the 1 to the 14th. And then Cricket Wireless is going to stay in reimbursements. So last month, my brother had to get his card replaced. He's the one that pays the cell phone for himself and my sisters and my dad. We put it under mine as a precaution if he didn't get his card on time. He did get his card on time and we forgot to change it back. And he just reminded me today, and just today I saw that it had already gone out. So he is going to send me the $100 and then we are going to update the payment card on the Cricket account to his again. And then Sapphire will be the last one here. So let's see. These are that one payment, and then for some reason I have two inflows on here, and I'm not sure why, but the total amount makes sense. So I'm balanced, but I don't know why I have two positives. I'm not gonna question it right now. I'm so tired of dealing with this. I'm just gonna move on, and hopefully I don't get charged for this anymore, because goodness gracious, I can't deal with it anymore. Okay, this is a split for reimbursements for the 110, and then the 1 through 14th for groceries. And Amazon, this was wellness, so that's good. Okay, so let's take a look at this budget. Okay, so I have 4 overspends. Ooh, and one of those is groceries. See, I knew I was doing too good, and I didn't keep enough of a close eye on this. And that's honestly, that's my doing. So, I mean, I can't be mad at anyone else but myself for this. So that's how it goes. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna keep the 21 on Bastion because he does have a vet visit this month. So I'm actually gonna add a little bit more to the assigned here with the second paycheck. Let's see. Food delivery will get taken care of when I add in the next paycheck this month. Gas, I assigned 30, I used the 30. Groceries, I did go over a little bit, just a smidge. It's probably that Instacart that put me over the edge. Yeah, and that was today. So it was a last minute thing that I needed. I was in the middle of cooking and I just could not leave. Well, no, that's a lie. I could have left. I could have turned things off. I could have left. I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I had already gone out like 3 times today for various different things, picking up prescriptions, going to get lab work, and I don't even remember what the third thing was. Anyway, so we just, you know, I have to spend less on the second half of the month so that I can stay under the 500 and hopefully a little less. So we'll see where that goes. The reimbursements, that's going to be for the Cricut, so that will be taken care of when he sends me the 100. And then let's see, Hobbies 54. I am going to go ahead and cover this with the tech fund. I had given myself 100 because I didn't know what speakers or what exactly I was going to get myself. I ended up with $30 speakers. I don't need the rest. I don't feel like I'm going to spend anything else on tech right now. And that's another reason why I did decide to go to Joann's, because I knew I could go ahead and cover it. And I did put back some of the yarn that I had in the cart because I started tallying everything and I was over what I knew I could cover. So I put stuff back. So pat myself a little bit on the back for that. And then this 175 is actually from last month. I forgot to take the extra from the snow payment. Didn't actually end up moving it to the savings account. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the grocery budget. And it's only $1.75. It didn't make much difference, but it's something. It's in there, and hopefully I can stay within those 500, if not less, because I did plan on lowering how much I assign next month. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if that will even be a thing. On a positive, I did go ahead and finish my taxes and they got accepted, and it is a little bit more than the 700 that I had put in my budget. So with that, I should be able to put a little bit towards the dental surgeries. I still haven't really tallied out exactly what changes I want to make. I'll probably go ahead and work on that, and then we'll kind of take a look at it in the next video when we're working on the second paycheck for the month. We'll kind of see what damage it does to like the savings, maybe even the payments to the car. Hopefully not too much, but And then I still haven't forgotten that I'm still wanting to change out the phone plan so I don't have to pay $214 every month. Hopefully I could get it less. I do have to talk to my boyfriend regarding getting the watches paid off, if he'll be able to. He is going through something money-wise right now as well, so that's why he hasn't as of yet. He may not be able to. I may take some of the refund and just put it towards the watches, get them paid off so that we can move away from T-Mobile and move into something that's a little bit more economical. Anywhere that I can save money that's not going to limit, either our phone usage or anything, it's just going to be very helpful for the rest of the year. But yes, that is all I have for today. Those overspends, I'm not going to take care of them right now. Again, the food delivery, the groceries, and this reimbursement, there's already plans in place for them. 2 of them will be covered with the next paycheck. 1 of them, I'm going to be getting that back from my brother. So overall, not as bad as I thought that it was going to be. It could be a little better, but it could always be worse than what it is. So, all right. Thank you so much for joining me for this quick budget look through. We'll see what happens from now until the next video, where we go ahead and assign out my second paycheck for the month. All right. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.